What if the kid you bullied at school grew up and turned out to be the only surgeon who could save your life? The topic that I chose that I think is very important to understand and learn in today's society is about bullying. I am a victim of bullying. It wasn't the physical bullying, it was cyberbullying. And let me tell you how horrible it felt, knowing that you can't do anything to stop it. And finally, it just did. I care about this issue so much because it is something you do not want to wish upon anyone. I began looking around online asking people if there is anything I can do to stop it. And honestly, not a lot of people knew what to do or how to help. So hopefully by doing this project, I'll be able to educate not only myself, but the people around me. So what is considered bullying? At first, it might appear that this sort of behavior is easy to explain. Think again. Bullying can easily be recognized when it's physical, but in today's society, it can also occur through chatters, the internet, or even smartphones, which can cause emotional harm. Did you know that in October of 2014, the U.S. Education Department Office for Civil Rights issued guidance to all schools to remind them that bullying is wrong and will never be tolerated. Currently, there are 49 states that have the anti-bullying laws. Montana is the only state with no law to address bullying. There are types of bullying. The verbal bullying, which is name-calling, threatening, nasty or hurtful comments, racial slurs, and rude remarks. Then the emotional, spreading rumors, leaving people out, gossiping, harming someone's reputation, ignoring them. And cyberbullying, using the internet to send nasty messages, spread rumors, send inappropriate emails, share private information, and post inappropriate photos. And then, of course, the most common of them all, the physical bullying, where you get hit, kicked, pushed, punched, hurt, slapped. These are all types of bullying. For my research, I conducted interviews and research online for statistics. I basically wanted to find out what other people think about bullying. I gave my friends, family, coworkers a set of 3 questions on the topic of bullying. I asked Sharon, 43 years old, from Hawaii, what bullying means to her. She said she kind of feels like bullying is when someone uses some kind of force over someone else to intimidate them. I tend to think of it as an ongoing thing and not just a one-time occurrence. And Danica said bullying is picking on the smaller guy that you know you can handle. How does it affect a person over time? Danica says trauma. It may affect the said bullied person's confidence. And Sharon said it feels like it lowers a person's self-esteem and they start to feel helpless, like they're all alone in the situation. The last question is, how is the growth of social media affecting bullying? Sharon mentioned that she feels like it has made people more brazen with their bullying, mainly because they don't have to look a person in the eye to say something. And Danica said it actually makes the bullying more convenient for the bullies. Why? Because it is now handy they can bully everywhere, even on the net now. Heard of cyberbullying, bashing. Did you know that between the ages of 10 and 24, suicide is the third leading cause of death? More teenagers and young adults die from suicide than from cancer, heart disease, AIDS, stroke, pneumonia, or chronic lung disease combined. Each day in our nation, there are an average of over 5,400 suicide attempts by young people grades 7 to 12. and 4 out of 5 teens who attempt suicide have given clear warning signs. But what do we do? And another statistics, which I did an online research on, says that 20% of United States students in grades 9 to 12 have reported bullying experience. 30% of young people admit to bullying others. 160,000 teens skip school each day because they are bullied. Now this one, 75% of school shootings have been linked to harassment and bullying against the shooter. This is something that has been happening for the past couple years actually, if you've been watching the news. So for youth between the ages of 10 and 24, suicide is the third leading cause of death, or about 4,600 lives lost each year. After conducting my research through phone interviews of researching facts and statistics online, I found out that there are actually numerous reasons why people bully. It can either be from institutional, also known as the workplace bullying, family issues, or the bully's personal history. So under the institutional causes, also known as the workplace bullying, this is defined as a repeated health-harming mistreatment, verbal abuse, or conduct which is threatening, humiliating, intimidating, or sabotage that interferes with work or some combination of the three. It could also be family issues. Research show that kids who grew up in a home where there was no love and affection shared are more likely to become bullies. Or it could also be a home where the kids' discipline are inconsistent or a punitive atmosphere exists. Last but not least, the bully's personal history. Some people bully because they are victims themselves. What is the sociological application to bullying? I chose conflict theory, which was originated with the work of Karl Marx. Conflict theory suggests that human behavior in social situations results from conflicts amongst opposing groups. Conflict theory provides an appropriate representation for bullying as it relates to issues in social inequality and where powerful people, groups, individuals use their power in order to exploit the ones with less power. Sociological concepts. Under prejudice, I chose racism, bullying, which is basically children and young people from minority ethnic groups often experience bullying based on their perceived differences in dress, communication, appearance, beliefs, and culture. Next is the religious bullying. Lack of knowledge and understanding about the traditions, beliefs, and etiquette of different faiths can lead to religious bullying. In general, bullies target them because they are different, and as a result, kids are taunted and teased about their religious beliefs. LGBT, or the anti-gay bullying. This type of bullying affects people in the anti-gay community as well as those who perceive to be. What can we do? Who's doing something good? What do we need to know? How can we support anti-bullying? These are just the following programs that you can use. We have the Collaborative for Academic, Social, and Emotional Learning, StopBullying.gov, Education.gov, Cyberbullying Research Center. What can you do? Share the Bully Project. The Bully Project is a social action inspired by the award-winning film Bully, which sparked the national movement to stop bullying that is transforming kids' lives and changing a culture of bullying into one of empathy and action. I joined the movement. What are you doing?